If you're just starting your brand or your business, or maybe you've been at it for a little while but you're feeling overwhelmed and you just want to get back to the basics of, okay, what do I really need to focus on? I'm going to share the 3 elements of a minimum viable brand in this video. My name is Kate Putnam. I'm the psychology-driven brand strategist. I'm so excited that you're here. Truly honored, honestly. If you are new here, welcome. If you are joining us again, or if you haven't done this yet, can you please hit the subscribe button? I can't wait to share more videos with you in the future. Okay, so this video prompt was inspired by a friend of mine who is starting a business, and she's not like full-time into entrepreneurship yet. She's just like feeling out the waters, seeing if this is a viable, even like a side hustle. And the point where I am in my business, or where my clients are, is at a completely different level. Like, we're focused on very advanced level brand strategies, but sometimes you just have to bring it back to the basics. You don't need to worry about so many little things when it comes to building your brand in the beginning. You really have to get the basics down first. So in this video, I'm going to share what those 3 basics are, and then I think that framework should help, even if you're more advanced in your business, to figure out where you can make improvements in your brand, because everything else that you do on a more advanced level goes back to these 3 elements. So the first element that you need to build a brand is that you need to have something to sell. No, I'm not being facetious, but yes, you literally have to have something to sell. Whether you want people to donate to a nonprofit, you want to get a great job as an individual, you have a product, you have a service, you have maybe an affiliate product that you're selling for somebody else. You literally need to have something to sell, because that's the whole purpose of a brand, right? Like, you're not going to build a brand for nothing. I mean, even if you're just selling content, like you're just building an audience, you have something to sell. You're selling the content that you're creating. So just be aware and know what it is that you are selling, because that's a primary piece of the brand puzzle. Okay, the second thing that you need to have a brand, so second element of this minimum viable brand, is you need access to an audience. So this could mean that you're paying for access to like people on Facebook or LinkedIn or Twitter or Google by using paid ads. It could be that you're paying to have a billboard put up on the side of a highway, so you're paying for access to that audience that's driving past it every day. Or maybe you're doing it the organic route, so you are building a audience of people that visit your website. So maybe you're playing like the SEO strategy in game. Or maybe you are starting a YouTube channel or a podcast, and you're attracting people to your content that way. Whatever it is, you need access to people. And ideally, you want access to people who are going to be interested in that thing that you're going to sell. So you need to be mindful about who it is that you're attracting. And you need a place to access them. You need to have a place to talk to them. This is why building an email list is so effective as you grow your business, because you have the ability to talk to them essentially free of charge. I mean, you pay for your email software, but you can talk to them whenever you need to talk to them. Because step number 3 of your minimum viable brand is you need to have a sales mechanism. And this is making it sound complicated, but you just need a way to make an offer to somebody. And it can be as simple as sitting down with somebody over coffee or on the phone, somebody that you know, and just asking them to buy something or to do something, or to read something. Or maybe you're more advanced and you're like writing sales pages or webinars, or you have an online store or whatever it is. Like, you need to have a place, some type of mechanism in place where somebody can actually take action on whatever it is that you're selling to them. So are they reading your article? Are they pressing a donate button to donate to your nonprofit or your charity? Or like most of my clients who are product-based businesses or service-based businesses, like, how are you actually taking people's money? Are you going to have, like collect credit cards over the phone because you're having phone consultations and phone sales with people? Are you going to have a sales page with a buy button at the bottom that's connected to your Stripe account? Like how is that sales conversation going to take place? So those are the three things that make up any brand. So you have something to sell, you need to have access to an audience, and then you need to have a way to actually sell, have some type of transaction or action that takes place. With my friend that I mentioned in the beginning of the video, she is an aspiring makeup artist. So her thing to sell would be her makeup services, whether that's for brides or for senior portraits or entrepreneurs who are getting photo shoots done, whatever it is. She wants to do people's makeup as a service. Her access to the audience would be where she's making her first decision. So is she going to focus on building her Instagram account, which she has, but that's kind of the slow route. I suggested to her that she could tap into people that already have existing audiences. So she could reach out to local influencers who have larger Instagram followings than her and offer a collaboration or a partnership. Or she could reach out to related industries like photographers or other people in the wedding industry who have access to brides already, where she could partner with them so that she could access those audiences. Maybe there's some type of conference that she could attend. So these are all places where you can decide how you want to access an audience. And then when you're just getting started and it's a service-based business, I mean, you could literally just take cash or check from somebody in person. And then as you're getting more advanced, maybe you use I'm trying to remember there's like HoneyBook, there's FreshBooks. I personally use FreshBooks to send invoices to my clients, but there's ways of collecting money online or like having people prepay, even if you're doing the service in person. Okay, so I hope that makes the foundation clear. And then just to build on top of that, everything that you do with building a compelling brand makes one of those three things work better. And a lot of it is focused on the first step of having something to buy. So if you can make your thing to buy radically different or better from other options in the market, if you can make it more special, more desired, more in demand than other options, then more people are going to want it. You can improve your sales message, like that conversation that you're having where you're actually collecting money or getting people to take action, by knowing your ideal client more intimately, by understanding their pains and their desires and their aspirations. And you can improve your own access to an audience by focusing on building your own audience that you have the ultimate influence over or just access to, right? Like, because if you can post on your accounts and get an access to thousands of people who are interested in what you have to say because you've done the work of building a great brand, it's going to be easier to sell to people. It'll be easier to have more of those sales conversations. And while this framework or this structure might seem obvious to you now that you're hearing it, I think it gives all of us a better understanding of what we're actually doing here. Because if whatever activity you're doing in your business doesn't support one of those three core levers or those key levers, then you're just doing busy work, right? So if you're not making your product more desirable, if you're not building an audience or giving yourself increased access to an audience, or if you're not improving those sales conversations, what are we doing, right? Because those are the core elements of your brand. In the comments below, I would love to hear if you have all three of these core pieces set up, which one are you going to focus on improving next with your brand? All right, till next time, guys, I'll see you soon.